Welcome to the DRGS lab. This is Jignesh Prajapati. In this video lecture, we are discussing that creating database from Visual Studio.NET, defining table, defining primary key, and defining relations between two tables. Now let's back to the project demo. Now I'm interested to create new database to the server. So I'll move to the Server Explorer and click on the data connections. Now right click to the data connections, and the fourth option is given to you is to create a new SQL Server database. When you click on it, then another form will appear. In this one, it is asking for a server name. The server name, it means when your SQL Server is installed. My SQL Server is installed in DRGS Lab /SQL Express. I'm selecting it. So now this text box is enabled. When I remove it, then this text box will be disabled automatically. So what I need, the name of server. So this DRGS Lab, instead of this DRGS Lab, it may be the name of your server when your MS SQL or any other SQL server is installed, or it may be IP address located in remote area. Now I'm interested to create a new database, so I will create a new database. That name is demo2, and I'm entering this. Now look at this. In data connections, I find a second connection. The name is demo2.dbo. This is my database located in MS Microsoft SQL Server. Now I'm expanding it, so you can see the database diagram, table, view, store procedures, function, synopsis, types, assemblies. Now I'm going to create a table. If I'm interested to create table, so I'll right click on it, and you will find 5 options over here. First is create new table, compare data, new query, refresh, and properties. But now I'm going to create new table. Click on it. So now here is one of the form is generated. In this, it is asking for a column name, data type, and allow nulls. So if I want allow this schema null, then I'll have to check this, and when I check or when I click on it, automatically column properties is being generated over here. So if I want to make changes any in properties of this column, I can do with this type. Right, my first column name is UID. UID is integer form, right? But UID, I don't want this UID to be remain null, so I'll deselect it. Second things, that is user name, that will be and varchar. It's not going to be null. Second, password. Yeah, this password may be null. Suppose we are allowing it to remain it blank. Now I'm saving this data by clicking this save button as well as Ctrl S. So now it is asking for the name of my table. So with this table I created, the name is this first table. Okay, look at this. In the table folder, my first table is created. When I expand it, I find the name of my columns, UID, username, and password. Now how to enter data inside. Now I'm selecting the first table, right clicking on it. Now I find lot many options over here. First is add new table if I am interested to adding another table. Compare data if I want to compare two data. Add any trigger, new query, open table definitions. Open table definition is the definitions of table or the schema of table. Then if I want to change anything, then I can change from here. Second, the show table data. When I click on it, another form is generated and showing the answer null, null, null. Everything is null over here. So I can add data from here also, right? But I'm not interested to make any kind of changes inside because I want to set this UID as a primary key. So what I am going to do in this one, when I set this UID as primary key, then right click on it and you see here First, set primary key, insert column, delete column, relation, index, slash keys, XML indexes, check constraints, special index, and generate change split and properties. So I want to set is as, just click on it, set primary key. My unique ID is be automatically set as primary key. Actually, okay, come back to this. Now I'm saving it again. So my primary key has been saved. Suppose I'm interested to remove this primary key, then I remove by clicking the same field. Once again, set it as primary key. Suppose I want to set this as primary key, then the previous primary key will remove automatically, right? But my unique ID will be as a primary key. Now I'm going to add a new table. My first is unique ID, that will be the integer. Second is name, suppose first name, another middle name, last name, address, phone number, that will be in integer type, right? Here is all of my schema. Now I want to set this unique key as again primary key. Then what is the procedure? You know that, right click on it, set it as a primary key. So my two table has been created. I'm saving it. It is asking for a table name. The name of this will be second table. So my both the table has been created. Okay, so our 3 point has been covered in this, how to create database from Visual Studio.net, defining table and fields, defining primary keys and other keys. Now my last point is to discuss is the setting relations between these two tables. Now you all know that so relations between two tables is most important in our database field. So how to create this thing? So I have two tables. First table is first name, first table, and here is second table. So this unique ID, the UID in second table going to be a foreign key, and primary key will used of first table, that is unique ID. You can see the data type of both the table is same, right? So now I am selecting this. Let me save it first. I am selecting the table and click to this relationship. Now I am going to set relations between these two tables. I am selecting the second table and clicking on this relationship. Now the one form is appear here. The name of this is foreign key relationship. By clicking this add button, you can see the select relations. The relations is created, that is foreign key underscore second table underscore second table, because now I am not giving any other table to connect with it. So how we can assign this? Now let's see. Go to this general, in that table and column specification, select it. It is when you select, then another table and columns will be generated. Now here the foreign key table is my second table and the primary key table is here. So you can see all the available tables will listed. For I am selecting first one. Now go to this combo box. Now select which ID you want to make a relations with this UID, that is this UID. It is created. Now pressing OK. Now you can see fk underscore second table underscore first table is created. It's updated with this one. So now the foreign key is having relations between second table and first table. So the name is already defined by the Visual Studio. If you can change, you can change it from here according to your requirement, but I am leaving it as it is. If I want to delete these relations, by clicking this delete button I can delete. Now close. So here is the make a relations between these two. By saving, it is asking for to make a changes or these updations. Yes, I'm interested to save this table. Now another things, I want to see these relations, so I'll move to the database diagram. I'm clicking on it. It is showing it doesn't have any other database diagram. Clicking yes, right click, add new diagram. You can see it is telling you to add name of table, so I'm going to add both the table inside. Now here is the magic. My relation is over here. It's showing the relations between two tables in my diagram, and it is showing the relations between this unique key is having unique key with this, and by mistake I make these relations. Suppose I want to delete these relations, just right click on it and delete relations from database. It is asking for yes or no. Yes, I am interested to delete this, and you can see the star over here. It's showing that you made some changes inside and it not saved yet. Now by pressing Ctrl S, you can save this diagram, that diagram demo 1. Yes, make a changes inside. It has been done. Suppose the same things which I did with over here by clicking this relations of button, add and any other things, I want to make it in graphically formation, then I can make it. Suppose I want to delete this, it has been deleted. Now same things, the same relations I want to make with this diagram, then nothing to do. I have to just go to this ID, my hold just your mouse and drag it when you want to make a connection and leave it. Okay, okay and okay, your connection is done. You can see what I did here. This primary key is having relations with the okay. In my next video tutorial, we're going to see how to define default constraints and creating views as well as stored procedures, and how to calling it in our application. So thanks to listening me, and just give me your reviews regarding this video. Are you interested? On my website www.drjslabco.cc. Thank you.